Hello. Why the hell are you over here? Oh crap! No! I'm so dead. See, this is why you want traps. So today we're back in the Lost Island, and as you can see from behind me, or rather below me, a couple things are a little different. In the sense that I've done a little bit of off-camera work and just solidifying the area, just making sure it's safe and well. And with that, I also acquired some more teams to do as such. And in just a moment, I will showcase all of that to you, so that way we're all caught up and we can move on forward with the rest of this episode. But before we do anything, just want to ask, if you enjoyed this video at any single point in time, hit the like button, subscribe if you're coming back here regularly and you want to check out the rest of the series as well as the other series I've done in the past. Whether it's ARK, other games. I'm doing a couple hard games recently that are pretty fun, so check them out if you enjoy that. And as always, if you have any suggestions, leave so in the comments, because I do read each and every comment, respond to as many as I can, and it definitely does help me out getting things done and maybe things that I've missed or haven't done. Without further ado, let me showcase this base. It's not a permanent base by any means. It is going to be a temporary thing, but I do want to showcase this part. So I know probably some people are going to say, it's been like this forever, how come you didn't figure it out? But I finally figured out how to make a pretty on-point circle or polygon, kind of like a hexagon, but with however many sizes it is. And I think decagon would be 10, so I don't know, however many this is. But anyway, got that going. So now we go down here, we got a little staircase leading to the top, because in case it wasn't obvious, this is essentially a little balcony, like a watchtower, to make sure there's no enemies like the raptors over here. Speaking of which, let me just see. Yeah, 55, and that's the top guy. Not good at all. So anyway, we got this little base going. It's a little shack. It's nothing crazy. We got a fabricator, got our bed. We have a little cooking, what I call it, the cooking station. So it's just really a forge and a fireplace at the moment. Right now, just burning off a bunch of wood to make charcoal so I can make some more gunpowder, because I found this lovely gem. Give that a second to load in. I apologize for the graphics. I forgot how long ago it's been since, but either way, this is a 132 compared to the 100 that I've been using a bit. As you can see, it's got 64 out of 114 durability, so it's like halfway done. Regardless, this is our little resource storage area. So we have cementing paste, chitin, and keratin, fiber and hide, flint and stone, thatch and wood, then miscellaneous resources, which I don't really have a dedicated area for. So really everything else right now would be just crystal electronics, dust, gasoline, some gunpowder, metal, narcotics, obsidian, oil, pelt, and obviously more metal and silica pearls. Then we have our little crafting station of sorts. We also have a little dimorphodon. It's I don't know. I just wanted one because I haven't had it in a while. Not like I'm going to be primarily using it for anything, but regardless, let's just make a bunch more gunpowder. So then we can take all this and put it into the smithy. So anyway, this is obviously mortar pestle, smithy, preserving bin. Nothing special going on here. Let me just get this stuff situated so that way I can have some bullets for... Oh, forgot I made some. We can go ahead and make some more in the meantime, like so, for I guess when we need them more. And then we have the preserving bin. Again, nothing special. Got a bunch of mutton. Well, not a bunch, but enough mutton to hold off for a couple of things. Let me drop this in there. Let me just move that. All right, cool. That's set up. Then we have our excess storage area. So this is just other stuff. We have structures, blueprints, and miscellaneous, which literally will be just about anything else I could put in here that doesn't really have a category in it. Oh, dust shouldn't be in there. I'll move that in just a sec. Then we have saddles, weapons and ammo, armor, and apex artifacts. So haven't found too many of them. There's been a lot of RGs and a lot of Rexes in the area, so I've been constantly farming them. And you might be asking yourself why I am such a high level, because I am now 90. When I ended episode 1, I was probably maybe like in close to the 30s, like at most the 40s. And that's because, aside from all the building and crafting and obviously making a bunch of narcotics and all the other little things in between, like gunpowder and whatnot, I've also been doing a bunch of these things. So, tames let me just run through the list. So we have a bunch of raptors. As you could tell, based off their names, you could get an idea of what I'm trying to do here. If it's not obvious as to what I'm doing here, then I guess either you're relatively new to ARK or you just haven't been doing breeding to know exactly what it is. But I will briefly explain it. I'm not going to go over it. I've explained it in past videos. Double check them if you're curious. Especially, I believe I covered it mostly in the Snow Owl video in ARK Order episode 3? Yeah, I want to say that's episode 3. So whichever one the Snow Owl is, that basically covers the entire process. So I could kind of skip through all this. Basically, all the stats, the best stats, I'm going to be combining if I choose to. I truly don't know if I want to do raptors. Like, they're okay. They're not hard to get at all. That's why I literally have so many of them to begin with. But they haven't, and these I'm not getting like lower levels. I'm getting at minimum 135 and up. And I'm using whatever prime meat or mutton I could grab. So I'm getting really good levels. As you can see, I haven't leveled up any of them, I don't believe, except maybe like 1 or 2 of them that I used in the beginning as like a main mount. But otherwise, these are like stock default with the bonus affinity. So I haven't really done too much with that. But these stats are really not that good. Like, this one's 34 stam, 34 melee. This one's got 32 weight, 33 weight, 32 melee, 35 health, and 39 stam. This one's really good. Then we have 34 weight, 39 stam, which is also really good. 36 speed, which I guess I'll throw in. I don't really need to because I don't really level up movement speed on them to begin with. You don't have to. They're pretty fast. They're not encumbered. This got 32 stam, 34 melee, and then 37 melee, so that's good for that. Unfortunately, my best stats, which I believe this one is a prime example, is it you? Yeah. Oxygen has 45 points. And I got another one that has, I think, like 50 points or close to 50 in food. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, the fact that they got such great levels in stuff that you'll never be leveling them up in, it's just absolutely absurd. But again, I guess that's kind of what ARK is about. So with that being said, that's pretty much the reason why I've been getting so many more raptors. Because I think potentially I could get a really good stat bred raptor with like close to at least these stats, if not better. I don't know if I really want to spend all that time with just stats in like the 30 point range. If I had them in the 40s, then I consider it 50s without a doubt. But I'll leave this to the side and on the back burner for now because I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Anyway, moving on to all of these herbivores now. Got a bunch of Stegos. Not a lot, obviously there are only 3, but let me explain the process behind how I got them. So first off, we got this regular Stego. I just wanted to craft a bunch of narcotics. So I grabbed this to obviously farm the narco berries, which this field constantly regens berries, like the bush berries or whatever, constantly regenerating them. So I don't have to worry about going too far from my base to get it. And Stegos could hold a lot, and they are able to, from what I've been using it for, they could gather very great amounts in a very little amount of time. So that's good. Then I wound up getting I think it was a 180 or 184 tech Stego out in the wild during one of my little escapades, if you will, for raptors. And I obviously was going to tame it because this is a great fighter. Although Stegos are slow, the benefit of a Stego is that they have reduced damage, plus they have where you could change the armor plates. So they could either resist more, deal more damage, or just gather and like have the sharper blade for that. Then I went ahead and found a female Stego. It wasn't tech Stego. It wasn't too high level. I think it was like 120 or so when I found it. So I haven't, again, done too much. Because at first I was like, I could breed the Stegos, the tech Stegos. But I'm like, right here and right now, I don't even think I'll be able to do that without a air condition, I believe, for like the parasaurs you need for the Stego fertilized eggs. They have to be cooler than the environment for the most part. Because out here, it's about 22 degrees Celsius. I think they'll probably need about, 15 or so. With the ACs, that would be no issue. With the, the incubator, which I could get, but I don't want to build the whole thing right now. It would just be annoying because I'd rather wait till I have like a proper base in another location. But regardless, that's going to be for later purpose. So I'm going to hold off on the Stegos right now, the tech Stegos, because they're also better because tech dinosaurs, any that you find, are going to be higher level naturally. Like, their cap level is going to be higher than a regular ARK dino. So, like, the reason why I went with, like I said, that tech Stego is because it was like 180 or something, whereas a normal Stego caps at 150 on normal settings. So we're playing normal world settings here, and that's why I went with how everything is. So the thing I do remember is the Megalania, which I found in the end of the last episode. Right before I was about to end it, I was like, maybe I'll tame it. I literally went ahead and tamed it because I started running into my creatures and I'd rather not lose anymore. So I just quickly tamed it. The benefit of this is, although it's kind of slow, similar speed, I believe, to a Parasaur, it can climb similar to the Rock Drakes, so I can scale mountains and cliffs and such a lot easier and avoid getting damage from attacking dinos, or if I'm trying to tame it, it's a great way to do it. So that is something for the road down below. The Parasaur, I believe this is a different one. I replaced it, therefore it's on the Auto Fear, which someone did mention the first episode. Parasaurs, which I forgot because, like I said, haven't really used Parasaurs enough to really know this in memory. They have Auto Fear and Auto Roar, so similar to like the Utranus, where they'll do the Auto Courage Roar, the Parasaur will do Auto Fear Roar, which only affects like smaller dinos like Dillos, Compies, maybe like Pegomastics, things like that, smaller carnivores that you can keep away from you, so that way they don't keep jumping and attacking you, because they're pretty annoying to deal with. Then we replace our Moschops. This is really just to get fiber. It's a low level, so I'm not really crazy if I lose him. I also have a sickle, which you probably saw in the smithy. If not, then I do have a sickle, so I don't really got to worry much about that for anything else with fiber, at least for right now, so that's good. Went ahead and got these lovely fellas right here. These were max levels or close to max levels, I believe. I put a few levels in them, so that's why they're not like 225s or anything. But I'm pretty sure the Anki was a 150. The Doedicurus on the left was a 150, if not 145, and then the one on the right was a 140. Don't know why I have two Doedicurus, to be honest. Not like I really need it. I just kind of had it there. Like, the one on the left was the one I found when I was taming the Anki. One on the right was literally like right here, so I figured might as well grab it. It doesn't hurt to have a spare. In the rare event, which I don't see happening, but in the rare event, the Doedicurus dies. I can't breed them, unfortunately. They're both males, so I need higher level females to do as such if I chose to breed Doedicurus, which, who knows, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Now we move on to the Iguanodon, which I was going to originally use as a brief exploration mount, to kind of go around because it's pretty fast, plus it could jump. But then I realized how terrible, and this wasn't a great level, but it's essentially a glass cannon where if it gets caught in a rock in a hard place, this thing is absolutely gonna be dead. Like, it does not take damage well. It does not put out damage well. Weight is not terrible. Speed is base. Melee, like I said, it doesn't put out good damage. So the only benefit for this is, I guess, to make seeds, which is kind of the primary use if you're not using it for traveling. But other than that, that's pretty much all of that. And we went ahead and had to unfortunately replace the Sabertooth from the first episode because he, unfortunately, or she, I forget, the Sabertooth died due to this area being a absolute hotspot. As you saw with the Rexes, like, you got an idea of how detrimental this area could be if you're not prepared for it, which is when I literally decided to get all of these creatures. And obviously I explained all of my other reasons for them. But the big thing, right on this cliff edge, right over this cliff right here, right around here and the other side, and a little bit over there, this whole valley of sorts is Alpha Central. Like, I've been fighting Alpha Raptors, Alpha Carnos. I've seen some high-level regular Rexes, no Alphas, luckily not yet, and a bunch of other little things. Mainly where I get all the Raptors from is that area as well. And that's really been the kicker of sorts. So, yeah, that's also explaining how I have so many high levels in such a short amount of time. Because I've been killing a bunch of alphas, which will give you a whole lot of XP. Now, we should all be caught up on everything going forward. And the purpose of today's video, in case you couldn't tell already with the thumbnail and everything, I want to do a little exploration And I thought of trying to find a somewhat better tame. Although the Sabertooth, like I said, I've been putting... Well, I didn't say this, but I've been leveling up and killing all the alphas with this guy. So he has a bunch of levels, which I've been putting in health. So I want to get this to 10,000, which shouldn't be too long till then. Only maybe a couple more levels will probably get me to where I gotta be. I also want to hold this mutton because it's got a half hour. I don't want to burn it all because mutton is really difficult to find on this map. For anyone who's played Lost Island, let me know where the pockets of mutton, rather the ovis, are, because it's absolutely difficult to find. Like, I've been sporadically finding them, not even easily finding them, been sporadically finding them, and saying the least is that they spoil really quick, and I really need to get a refrigerator to keep any mutton. More so, I need to make veggie cakes and actually tame some mutton so I could actually have a mutton farm at any time, so I could literally tame max level creatures with max level, aside from kibble, top tier quality food, so I get the most levels and affinity for it. So let me just show you how far, or rather where I've been on this map. As you can see, the green dot is relatively close to where I am, this base right here. That's going to be temporary headquarters. Then, obviously you can see the map. I haven't really gone too far. Like, I've been... Oh, well, that didn't work. Don't know what just happened. Haven't really been too far around except towards, like, the middle of this peninsula that I'm currently standing on. Or rather, placed on. And then the one to the left of it. And then I've been a little bit in the snow biome because it's right there. Literally, it's right there and right there. But I don't have the pelt or anything. Well, I do have some pelt, but I don't want to waste all my pelt just yet before I really go exploring the cold, because obviously fur armor will make life a lot easier to survive, even though I have a decent amount of health. But regardless, that's fine. And then the main thing I want to look at, if hopefully it's still there, is a Therizino, which is, from what I saw during a brief exploration bit I did, again for the Raptors, it's a 145 female Theri. Now, someone said in the last series, Therizinos are like one of the best herbivores you could take into boss arenas, because, especially the Dragon Boss arena, because the fire damage is reduced on herbivores, and Therizinos are very deadly creatures. Like, you will be absolutely swarmed and killed within seconds, regardless whether you're on a mount or not, because it's one of the few creatures that'll do damage to your mount and the player. So, first and foremost, I do have to put that back on. I want to grab a bunch of narco berries first prior to doing this, because it is prudent that you have narco berries when taming Theris, because their torpidity drops a ridiculous amount. So best to be prepared for that. And I might as well get some Meja berries while I'm doing this, since I don't know if I have enough on the truff. Oh, well, sorry about that, bug. Did not mean to kill you, but regardless, you're dead. Yeah, so... Oh, there's another one. Well, there was another one. So yeah, so I'm going to grab a little bit of narco berries, and then we'll get over there and get this tame underway. Hopefully it works out, but if it doesn't, then, well, I'm not even going to be negative. This is going to work out. We got probably and definitely enough narco berries and, Meja berries, so we'll be good on that front. I just don't know how much the levels will improve with using Meja berries. Obviously, I know it's more ideal to use like kibble and whatnot for Therizinos. I don't need the rest of this. I'll be fine. But I unfortunately don't have the necessary food, or rather the resources, to make the kibble, which I don't remember honestly which kind of kibble they take. And I definitely don't have the right eggs for it. So for right now, this is the best we're going to have to do. Hopefully we don't, again, lose too many levels on the affinity or get attacked or anything that'll kill us. But we will do what we have to do, and hopefully everything works out. And like I said, I will see you there momentarily. Alrighty, so we are here, and obviously you can see right in front of me is our Theri. It is a level 145. Where the hell? Well, let me just get a better angle. I also went ahead and brought a bunch of narcotics in the event that I couldn't get enough narco berries, or rather they couldn't last long enough. But again, that's our 145. Looks pretty cool, honestly, as a default. with the green underbelly or whatever that color is. But regardless, this is the problem. Obviously, bolas are useless, so we have to be mindful of that. Also, I'm trying to look for a decent enough cliff. Like, if I could get on top of this rock, that would be absolutely amazing, because then I would be able to avoid being hit by the Therizino, could trank it, and we'd be all set for that. Probably should have brought some more trank arrows, but I think 100 will be enough. Yeah, so what I could do potentially is actually build a trap for it, because this area seems pretty good in terms of being safe, except for like a Dillo and then the, what was that, Ichthyornis or whatever the birds are called. Let me see about a stone little gateway. Probably would be smart. Let's do, I could make this. It's not too expensive, because again, this thing will make my life a lot easier to build stuff. So let me actually do a little bit of work for that. Let me just give you the rest of these so that way they don't weigh me down. There we go. And now I'll build, Therizino could probably go in between 3 if I had to take a guess. Yeah, 3 should be enough. Then we need, well, actually, let me just probably put it on my inventory so that way I can see how many resources I require. We go back to gate. Where is the stone U? So I need, call it 3, so 900 stone, and then the rest of the stuff is pretty easy to get. All right, let's just do the rest of this, and again, I will be right back with you. Oh, hello. Why the hell are you over here? Oh, crap. No. Not good. Oh, dear. When the hell did you get over here, buddy? I'm so dead. See, this is why you want traps, because this is the exact reason behind it. Oh, man. I didn't even know. I thought it was stuck on the other side of the river. That's why I was over here. Freaking piece. My saber tooth should be fine. Do I want to run in, or do I want a raptor? Probably would be smarter to take a raptor in. Let's just go. Actually, you know, it'll take a while to get there, but I think the smart move, rather than even building a trap, thank you. I got too many freaking dinos. Probably could utilize it. Oh my freaking god. Get me off your tail. As I was saying, it will take me a while to get there, but it would be a lot easier to use a Stego, so I don't even have to build a trap. This thing should be able to tank. I definitely know it could tank, because health-wise, it's got 10,000, and we're about to put it to 15. But anyway, I could get over there, and there's a Carno. I can't even check your level. Well, we gotta deal with the Carno. 1, 2, I'll get over there, and I think the Theri will hit the Stego, and it won't hit me. So we will see if this will work. Otherwise, I guess we're gonna go back to the trap, making a trap for it. So if you could get your pathing right, thank you. So yeah, this thing does nasty damage. Like, Carno, you've met your match. And oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. So we got a little bleeding effect going on. Just burn the rest of my stam, that's fine. Give that a moment to do its thing. And in just a second, we'll be out. And then we just get the final kill shots. Come back here. There we go. And problem solved. I'll leave that there for right now because my priority is to get my booty on over there. ASAP. Well, that's just reassuring to see. I'm being body blocked, or rather my bag is being bodyguarded by the Therizino. So, that's not what you want in this scenario. I believe if I'm correct, hardened plate reduces the damage, and well, I guess there's really no point in getting you right now. Because you got all the stuff I need to tame, but you got all the materials I need to knock it out. So, let me first put you on passive. Then, I swear if you guys come after me, then we might have to try and we'll definitely be able to aggro him. Because we'll get close enough and then he'll, because he's just so territorial, or rather she is so territorial. There you go. Let's see, will you come after me? Alright, you're not hitting me? That's perfect. This guy can definitely take the hits. No problem there. Let me bring you over to this side, because it's a lot safer. Yeah, definitely, well, you're hitting some good shots, unfortunately. So that kind of screws over me. Whoa. Yeah, it kind of screws me over, but we should be good regardless. Stamina. Oh, wow. You're actually taking a beating. Actually, no. I forgot. I put up, like, an extra third of health, so you, in theory, will be tanking some shots, and you'll be able to survive, because even worst case at 44, right? You're doing, like, 19 to 20. Yeah, you'll be fine. So let's leave you here. I will get on my guy right here. You should be good. You're aggroed on him. Just exactly how I want this to go. Let's go ahead and get the gear. Hopefully there's no sharks, but it's pretty shallow. I don't think they'll be able to get me, but I'm not trying to jinx nothing because I already got screwed once today. And I'm not trying to get screwed twice. Let me grab my things, please. Thank you. I don't think we can move that much with you, can we? No. Alright, you come with me. Let's go, and I doubt I could hit this from over here. But let's see. Nope. How about now? No. Alright, we're definitely getting close enough. And you're following. Perfect. How about... Okay, that's probably way too far off. That should hit. Really? This one. There we go. Now we just got to pepper you from a distance of safety. What am I even saying? Distance of safety. The hell am I even saying? Now I'm just going to pepper you from a fairly safe distance. Right here. And then... Do you do headshots on theories? I don't know. Could try. I don't know if I'll be able to hit that because of the angle. No, it doesn't look it. Let me just get another one in there. Let me go over here. So we got a bunch of parasaurs. So in theory, should be safe. Alright, that probably didn't register for some reason. Neither did that. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to do it this way and do body shots. That out of context, that's a crazy sentence. I admit that. But if you're taking it into context, this explains it all perfectly. Alrighty, let's get you sleepy. Because everything else is pretty much set straightforward. Like, I got all the resources. And if I need any more narcoberries, which I probably will use over to narcotics, I have the Stego here, so I could farm this whole area up. And I'll be safe because the Stego could take clearly a lot of damage and could deal a bunch. The Sabertooth could also take a bunch and deal a bunch. And I could take a relatively fair amount and deal a recently acquired gun a good amount of damage. Sentences are off right now. I apologize. Moving forward. Let's knock this guy out. This lady, sorry. Oh, there you go. Finally. You took a minute. You're a little bloody, but you'll definitely be fine. At least I hope so. Yeah, figured that was gonna happen eventually. Good thing I have my other one, because that would suck if I didn't. And you're over there. I see you. I see you. Let's hopefully stay in a safe area, please. Oh, I missed. And no, I thought you were going out. Excuse you. That's me. That's my face. Yeah, stay out in the open. That'll make my life a lot easier. Now I just gotta put intervals between shots so I don't hit you if you go down. If only I can hit you, though. That looks... Damn it, you moved again. You freaking pain. How many more shots do you need? Oh, you're unfortunately stuck. Oh, it doesn't look like you do headshot damage. Oh, missed that one. So, I guess this is going to be... Okay, I assume the next one is going to be... Ow, damn it. Oh, no. Okay, relax, relax. Easy, buddy. Easy, lady. There we go. Thank you, God. Now, let me give you a bunch of this and a bunch of those. And we should all be one happy family in just a short while. Let's see. Stat-wise, not great. But again, that's pre, like, was it affinity boot? Whatever the hell it's called. Oh, you're following me. I forgot about that. Let me get my guys over here. Keep you guys in a relatively safe enough area as well. Put you both on neutral. And we should be good to tame. So let's clear out this junk once more. Could I do... Kind of want to put glasses on this for some dumb reason. Actually, no. I'll save it for the Theory. That would be funny. I don't know why, but I feel like putting glasses on a creature, and the Theory is the first one I thought of. After, you know, this guy. Anyway, moving forward. Let's see. I need chitin. I need a smithy for that. I need... Probably could get this going. It really sucks in ASE. I know they're not really going to update or anything, but I wish you could just repair. Like, you could craft any item. Like, when you're in the smithy, you could craft any item because you could just choose it. But, however, with the items, like, already crafted, whatever, that technically may, like, need more, whatever. Why do I keep saying whatever? I genuinely don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I really wish they could add a feature in ASE, normally, not like a mod or anything, but in normal vanilla, where, let's say I want to craft this in the smithy, right? All I gotta do for this, pull the resources I need, and craft that exact one. Not like a default, like, basic one, but a specialized version, if you will. I really don't get that. It's really frustrating. Like, I have to do this manually, which isn't the worst thing, but it's just annoying. But anyway, that's kind of... it for right now. So let me put a tracker on it so I know if it needs any more narcotics. Ooh, you're gonna be a minute, but you will gain a decent amount of levels, so there is that. And yeah, I will see you guys on the flip side of things when this lady is all tamed up and we're ready to go. Of course, I forgot to build and make a saddle to bring, but I will do that when I get back. Actually, let me check real quick. Can I make you in a smithy, or can I make you not in a smithy? It's probably a smithy build. Yep. Alright, I will see you guys in a few short moments. Any second, well, in a few seconds rather, because it eats every 30, so at 98.70, it will eat the last bit of food, and surprisingly, even with Meadow Berries, it hasn't gone down in infinity at all. I think it was, 99.8, I think it was starting off at 72 levels when it was at 100%. So I'd say we got a perfect tame, minus the 5 levels, obviously, with Therizino. There we go. Goodness gracious, you are a massive brute up close. So let's remove that, and let us see what your stats are looking like. So we got 35 in health, okay, 32 stam, 37 weight, that's pretty good. 24 melee, absolutely terrible. Since I was gathering a bunch of wood that I need anyway, let me just give you all of that good stuff. And now I don't need all these Meadow Berries, so I'm going to drop most of them. And you are going to serve as a bit of a mule, because my other guys cannot handle this weight right now. Let's see, you got a level. I will take pretty much all of this and your thatch and a little bit of wood. You can move around pretty nicely, and you had some wood on you as well that I will take. And actually, let me see if you can hold 2 stacks of wood, because that would be absolutely amazing. You're a little full, so I can't do that. So I will take this, but you'll take all of that. And we're good there. Stego can take some more. I believe at least one. And you can take the... Nope, you're a bit full as well. So I'll just wind up dropping this wood because... Yeah, I need a chunk, but I could always get some more back at base. Speaking of, since I didn't bring the saddle, I am kind of forced to bring you back to base. So let me do that. And now that we have the Therizino, it's going to need a good name. And I think I have one that'll work out perfectly. So we're back at base, and as you can tell, saddled up the Theri, and we gave her some lovely, great glasses. And I figured, after looking at this and then thinking about it, and then a little wordplay on the name, I think the best name for a female Therizino is none other than Mother Teresa. I think it just fits, honestly, because Theri, like, it gives a little bit of Italian flair to it. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with this. Like, this is an ideal name. I don't know, honestly, if anyone's ever come up with this or thought of this. Perhaps somewhere down the road, maybe, but at least for me, I've never done it, and now we're doing it, and we got Mother Teresa. So, with that being said, let's see. We have a left click, right click, and C. I believe, let me double check which ones we're harvesting. Left click, I think, so left click's attack. Right click, oh, you get fiber. And then C is for berries. So not great at getting berries and stuff, but you could just run around and grab a bunch of fiber. That's huge. But let me see if there's anything I can get a couple of little hits on, just to kind of see their damage output on this lovely lady. It's so fun to say too, Mother Teresa. Like, I'm Italian, so it just rolls off the tongue so easily, and it just comes so naturally. But anyway, let me see. Again, I did Gamma up, so that's why it kind of looks a little washed out. Not crazy. Like, I think I'm only on Gamma 4, so it's not too bad. But I'm trying to find something I could fight just to get a read on the melee. Because I believe on the way back when I was fighting a couple, I think, trikes, I saw, if I'm correct, this thing does like 200-ish almost damage. And again, melee is not strong on this thing. It's 24 points. It's not a fighter in terms of stats, but for fighting, it is absolutely amazing. Plus, it could hold, like, I'm trying to get it to 10,000 health. And if I could get a bunch of high-level Theris and get some really nasty stats on this thing, I'm set for almost probably every boss fight there is, let alone the rest of the world. Because there are a lot of things I have not even touched the surface on the Lost Island that this has. It combines, similar to Fjorder, where it combines like a little bit of aberration, a little bit of extinction, I think some Genesis as well. It also has a little scorched area. It has a whole nother desert, I think, on that island, which I, again, have not crossed the water to explore. So we have a whole lot to do. Let me just see about getting down real quick. Alright, it's not too bad. I mean, probably with a light. Yeah, this works. This will do the trick. Could I please just hit something good? I'll take a Pteranodon, even though I'm probably not going to be able to kill it. Let me just get a read. 178. Okay, 13. It's not the right click that does the most damage. It's clearly left click. Can I get something else so I could see what the C attack does? Because again, C is to get berries. And I think that's a galley if I saw. Yep, it is. And yeah, 142. So yeah, left click is definitely the move. Unfortunate. Oh, I might be able to get. There we go. So harvesting is another thing I want to check out. So left click got a bunch of meat and not as much, but still a decent enough amount of hide. There is really nothing over here. I for once probably cleared out this area. Literally every time I come through this part, there's always something. Whether there's raptors up here, there's stegos down here, even a parasaur every so often. Like, there's no... Oh, there's a trike. There we go. Now I can get some decent reads. So left click is definitely where we want to do the most damage with. And I don't even know the level, but you're oh, damn it, I did it again. I forgot to wait to harvest and do right click. Any other trike friends? Okay, I can't see nothing right now. Guess we don't need that no more. I guess let's just walk through here. Might as well get a bunch of fiber. It doesn't hurt. Because this is literally like the... Oh, you get a bunch of thatch on trees doing this too. Interesting. Some wood, but not a lot. And I think we're pretty close to being encumbered. So let's just get this thing. There we go, 10,000. That's great. We have a bunch of wood, so let's just drop a chunk of it. Still a bit slow, so we're going to drop probably... Yeah, one more for good luck. Alright, now we can move pretty good. So let's try and use the right click and then C attack to harvest and see what does the most for a specific resource. So, we just got to kill you, and you're done. Right click does not really do much. C, okay, that's not bad. C will get only hide, so I assume any creature that has other like variant resource that it'll drop, like trikes will do keratin as well. It didn't gather that at all with the C. It only gathered that with the hide. So left click is definitely going to be the main harvest tool, but if you're specifically trying to farm certain resources, be mindful of which attack you use, because if you use C, you're only going to get hide and whatever the other similar variant, like if the creature doesn't give hide, like for example the wyverns, if there are any wyverns, I think there are wyverns on this map. Wyverns don't give hide, at least I don't remember if they do. It's been so long since I've been on one. Honestly, I know Fjordur was not that long ago when I last played it, but last time I really used a wyvern, probably ages. Yeah, let's just get rid of all the wood. I don't need it. We should be good. So, what was I saying? So yeah, the wyverns, if they don't drop hide normally, you're not gonna get any hide. This might just be for the sulfur then in that case. I really don't know. Is there anything else here to fight? I don't want to take on Bronto. Ooh, there is metal though. What was that? I think that was just the theory, just saying hello. Yeah, this area, I mean not this specific area, but this map, like near where I am, but I gotta go clearly out of my way to get to the metal deposits and polymer, or rather the obsidian deposits. They're really good, like a crazy man. Oh, let's test the hide situation. So we kill an Equus. I think I killed it already, or something of the sort. Don't know if I'm killing anything specifically. I don't think I killed the horse. I don't remember seeing a message for it. I mean, I could have. That could have been a thing. But I doubt it. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna see if maybe by strategically, like, collecting... Ooh, this could work. With the tech parasaur, let me just light my way. So I kill this. And then we right-click, C attack. I want to see what we get the most of. So let's get scrap metal. That's freaking huge. Like, the metal you could get with these things, that's great. I don't really need anything else. I mean, the oil doesn't hurt, but the metal, that is amazing to have. So if I could get a really high level melee on this, if I could breed them out, obviously I gotta find a bunch of theories, and I can't see anything else. But yeah, if I could find a bunch of theories, then I could do an incredible amount of gathering metal, which I think, you know what? How much weight do we have on you right now? Well, I guess, you know what? We'll go 15 grand, 15,000 health. That's fine. Weight, we could do a little bit, so let me not do that. Let me... Damn it, I left it at base. Well, I guess I'm not going to be grabbing metal, but... Nah, I think you need the metal pick to grab the obsidian too. At least more of it than the stone, so... Yeah, let me just get back to base. Anything good in here? Probably not, because it's green. Yeah, nothing of significance that I will require. So, actually, I will take the hat. And I think that's probably all I'm going to take. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so we're pretty much right in front of base. So, again, very, very proud that I got this theory that we are properly going to be calling Mother Teresa. And, again, I'm super ecstatic to having this. Like, this wasn't a great... I mean, it was a great level. Tame-wise, great tame levels with bonus affinity and everything. Stat-wise, not the greatest. Again, it's only... What is it? 35 points into health, 32 stam, 37 weight, and 24 melee. If I could manage, which I'll look for off cam because you saw the whole process, there's really no need to make more videos on this. For both reasons, for taming a Theory and then just breeding again, which I've said in the beginning. But if I could find some more high level Theories and tame them for really high melee and high health, primarily stam, could live with better stam, but could always do with 1,000 should be fine for the most part. Not really going to be getting into terrible situations, but yeah. Therizino, absolutely great. So, damn, the colors really are not. Whoa, that's the ground. Yeah, the colors very nice on this. I probably, if I could, I'd want to keep the underbelly and the main beige color the same. If I could change the red to something a little better, that would probably be best, but that's for definitely down the road in the future. But if you did enjoy this video, again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you come back here regularly, check out the rest of the videos, other playlists that I have, other things that I've made, new games popping up every so often, new music as well. I'm really enjoying the music series that I started, the How Well Do You Know, because every week I update it so you could see a bunch of new songs that you may have heard of, may not have heard of in a while, or maybe never heard of at all. And it's a great way to expose yourself to new cultures, new genres, new songs and artists that you probably never would have listened to normally. And also feel free to comment any suggestions or any advice and things you have for the rest of the series, or just anything, honestly, that you want to just let me know in the comment section down below. And with that being said, hope you have a great rest of your day. And let me just tickle the ground real quick. And take care.